second part of our interview, I would like to ask you about the work culture. A lot of people are wondering and asking, so how is the work culture in Berlin? What are your thoughts? What can you tell people? Amani, how was the experience for you?
I worked in two different companies in Berlin, and both are international. And in these companies, I mean, all international companies, at least from what I know, they are very open to a lot of nationalities, diversity of different people, women, men, and also even with hijab. So some companies they also like to have different religion as well, and yeah, this will help them with all this diversity thing that they care about. And in these two companies that I worked with, the diversity part was very important, that we had special recruiting processes only just to make sure that we have diversity in terms of the levels, and also in terms of the different nationalities and different like gender as well. So they're looking for a different like specific percentage of having women, for example, in the company, not only in the like lower level but also in the higher level. That was really something I really like.
That is great. And Leila, what are your thoughts about work culture in Berlin?
I'd like to confirm many points that Amani already mentioned. I also work in an international company, but I have friends and also know that culture in most of the companies in Germany and specifically startups in Berlin is very open, accepting diversity in backgrounds. Teams that I've worked in and with have members speaking numerous different languages as mother tongues and second languages. Also, the members that build up one team are very diverse in their technical backgrounds and skills. And if someone is applying for a company and would like to know more, many companies now are open and transparent about their diversity strategy specifically. Like you can learn more about hiring practices in each company. It's easy to just look it up on the company website, and then you can learn that this company targets for percentage of gender equality is this much, and then you can learn about your chances. But the culture is open and accepting all different backgrounds. And as we mentioned earlier, uh, German language in most of the engineering jobs is not required. Um, and companies are looking more for the skill set that is evident in the job description. One other part in the culture of the company and the way teams are working together, the way leads are working with their directs, is that uh, I see that most companies also have a kind of a horizontal matrix here in Germany in how they have their organizational structure compared. It's different in comparison in Syria and Lebanon, where you don't have this kind of open feedback culture. It's more hierarchical and not very horizontal. And for the feedback culture that many companies here encourage open feedback, continuous feedback between the lead and the directs, and also between colleagues, that really does enhance the right career development for people, that is fair and transparent, that you know how well you are doing, and if you're not doing well, uh, your lead or your colleague will uh, very openly share with you your development areas, and you can work immediately on them. And this is something that uh, I enjoy here. I find it specifically nice to have in my career development, and also to understand where I'm working well and where I can develop.
That is nice. Thank you both for sharing your experiences about working here. Do you have anything else to add?
Yes, Eleni. So from what I mentioned before on the culture and diversity and how companies here have a tendency to have more of a horizontal matrix and open feedback culture, that is very positive in my experience. Of course, could be very different across different areas in Germany, different industries, and different companies. And if you have a particular interest or particular kind of preference on a certain culture or a certain company that accepts all kinds of people and that is very diverse, or you'd like to know more about the organizational structure and how teams work together in this company, then as I mentioned, it's very transparent. In most of the company's websites, you can find this information, and it's something that you can also ask the hiring managers or the HR recruiter about, that you can also get more confident and feel that you're applying to the right company and feel more confident in joining the team and this company in specific.
I would confirm what Leila mentioned. So in terms of the process for the feedback, it's really clear and specific in most companies. I would always advise people to ask about the feedback process in general in the interview, so that they can get better understanding how it is, and if they have specific rules or competencies to promote or have like the career path that you are looking for.
And now we will move on to the third part, where we will talk about applications and CVs and LinkedIn and what you should do and what you should avoid in order to be more successful in your job applications.